But first, an entrepreneur who has created a global clothing and accessories empire. We will talk to Tori Burch in just a moment. But first, a look at how she spun fashion gold. It's the double T medallion that has women screaming. I love it. Whether it's the clothing, the jewelry, or those iconic Riva ballet flats you love, Tori Burch offers bold colors and fun prints for more affordable designer prices. A multi-billion-dollar brand cooked up 10 years ago in the kitchen Burch shared with her then-husband, Chris Burch. The first store opened in 2004, and 10 months later, on an episode of Oprah, Burch hit the big time, thanks to the talk show host with the Midas touch.
New York style setter Tori Burch is being hailed as the next big thing in fashion.
The next day, ToriBurch.com had 8 million hits online. But troubles lurked at home. Burch and her husband divorced in 2006, maintaining a respectful relationship for the 3 sons and the company they still shared together. That is until 2011, when Chris launched his own brand with a very similar aesthetic called C Wonder. It sparked lawsuits between the two brands. Tori's company called C Wonder a knockoff, while Chris claimed the two didn't compete given C Wonder's significantly lower prices. The two eventually settled out of court. Since then, there's only been good news for Burch, making Forbes' 2013 World's Billionaires list, launching a spring line this month to rave reviews, and now a staple of any successful designer brand, her very own fragrance. And Tori Burch is with us now. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Let's let that soak in a moment. Self-made billionaire. Can you believe that?
No, I really can't. It's, you know what, we have worked so hard, and our company will be 10 years in February, and we have a great team.
You've had a multi-billion-dollar company in less than 10 years, and you're the first to say you didn't start out with design experience. This was just an idea, an inspiration. A lot of women are watching this. They want to know how you did it. So how did you do it?
Well, I definitely learned on the job. So what I would say to them is that if you have an idea, a unique idea, it's a lot of work, but you can do it.
You've also expanded left and right. Do you ever look at it and think, okay, what's too big? You don't want it to get out of your control because you're so much a part of what makes the brand special.
We think about it all the time. Every store we open is really a lot of thought. We're very strategic. We've had so much rapid growth, but it's really been measured.
Let me ask you about these last couple years, because there have been highs and there have been lows. And we've mentioned that you had a legal battle with your ex-husband over his... Really? Did you hear about that? I guess the question is, I know you've settled it now. Have you really moved on from it? Are you two in a place where you're back to getting along and being respectful and this is really behind you?
We really have. I mean, I never wanted a legal battle, so from the beginning, I always wanted to settle. And, you know, we have 6 kids that we love, and it's really behind us. It really is. And we talk about the children. He has his own businesses now, so.
So there's no hard feelings. You don't look at the success of C Wonder and think, gosh, that's kind of a knockoff or a ripoff.
I've always wanted Chris to be a success, so that was never part of the conversation.
I talked about how you have an unconventional path for a designer. I have to show you a picture we found of you as a little girl, because I have to say, you kind of had the Tori Burch touch way back then. You had a little handbag. We'll show the picture of you when you were a little girl. It's coming up. And I thought to myself when I saw this, you never had one of those goth phases, did you?
No, maybe not. Well, yeah, no, you know what? No, I never had a goth phase, although I wore a lot of Grateful Dead T-shirts, and I was sort of mixed that with preppy, so I always had a different kind of style.
Tell me about the fragrance, because it seems to be a rite of passage. You know you're big. Well, you know you're big when you're a multi-billion-dollar company, but you really know you're big when you have a fragrance. Was it fun to invent a fragrance?
It was so much fun. Estee Lauder was is such a fantastic partner. It was a 5-year conversation with them, but really learning the science behind what goes into a fragrance.
Can I try it?
Extraordinary. I hope you do.
What is it? So what did you choose to use in it?
We started with Vetiver, which was a big fragrance my father always wore, and that was the beginning. And then we put sandalwood, tuberose, mandarin, sweet alyssum, all kinds of elements that I learned about as we went.
Before I let you go, we know that you're ambitious. I have to say, and your spring runway, there can be no greater ambition than your desire to bring back the fanny pack.
We don't call it that.
Oh, well, okay, that's the first step.
We have to think of many other names.
But you really think, okay, this is a new fashion. This time has come. What's old is new again.
As soon as my mother saw it, she said that. And then we said the belt bag.
Exactly. Sounds much better. Tori Burch, congratulations on all your success. It's good to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.